the next theme that I was talking about, shaping the future of business in Sri Lanka. And we have the first of our keynote speakers. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to speak on an educational perspective. He is a personality who studied at the Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, India, as a Doctor of Philosophy in Lean Management, 2015. University of Sri Jawaharlal, Master of Science, MSc in Management, 2000. Very impressive. University of Peradeniya, Bachelor of Science, BSc in Agri-Economics. Also, Postgraduate Institute of Management, PIM, Postgraduate Certificate of Training, 1991, and Modern University for Technology and Information, MIT, United States of America, a Certificate in Design Thinking, 2019. Well, talking about his academic and administration positions, just to name a few, from 1991 to 2001, he was with the Sri Lanka Institute of Cooperative Management, as consultant, senior management consultant. From 2003 to 2005, was director of productivity at the Productivity and Management Development. And he was also the consultant at the National Institute of Business Management, NIBM, from 2001 to 2017. Then the director of academic affairs at the National School of Business Management, NSBM, from 2012 to 2016. And from 2017 to date, he is the Director General of the National Institute of Business Management, NIBM. And in fact, the National Institute of Business Management is our knowledge partner. So without further ado, I have the pleasure of inviting the Director General, Dr. D.M.A. Kulasurya. Over to you.
Good evening to all of you, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, the organizing team of CEO Global, for the opportunity. I thought of sharing our experience in the field of higher education in Sri Lanka and how it impacts on our business community in future. All of us know and experience the last few years of turbulence due to both pandemic and the economic crisis. These challenges created a new normalcy in many parts of the world, but not here in Sri Lanka as we expected. I'm happy to tell you that, like many others in Sri Lanka, NIBM didn't go back to the normalcy, but we thought of learning from the crisis and making some changes into the learning and management system. And during the last 3 years, we have doubled the performance of NIBM in all aspects. And we introduced the outcome-based learning system and digitalized all the courses at NIBM to have blended learning. I'd like to have a few words and our thoughts on higher education industry. First and foremost, the indicator of literacy rate is questionable in the era of digital economy. True that we have huge digital gap as far as the urban and rural areas are concerned. But we need to measure the gap properly to address the issue in the years to come. Literacy should not be reading and writing, because we are doing very well here in Sri Lanka. But we should think about creating new criteria like the computer literacy, specifically the knowledge about actan.com. Education is the foundation for renewal and the transformation of our societies and the way of doing business. It provides the science, knowledge, innovation we need to address common challenges. Though education plays a vital role in addressing these daunting challenges, yet, as the pandemic has shown, education is very fragile. At the peak of COVID-19 pandemic, 1.6 billion learners were affected by the school closures across the globe. So I think this unlearning is the key for changing us and move out from the crisis. Unlearning is giving up knowledge, ideas, and behaviors that are unproductive to live with. The new normalcy demands us to research into business processes related to health of the people and the wealth of the nation. It is the thinking of management gurus that any form of crisis create a conducive environment in organizations to make changes. In fact, all of us are paying for inefficiencies of many organizations, including the public. This turbulence forces all leaders in both public and private sector organizations to eliminate all type of waste that were hidden in the deep-rooted traditional business processes. And the time has come to challenge all these processes and make to them lean if organizations are to survive in future. It is a fact that most business organizations have been overmanaged and overstaffed before the crisis. And we learn a lot, and we are managing most of the processes in a lean manner in most of the organizations nowadays. Just to have a few words about the future university. Learning to live with technology is extremely important for the future world of work. The digital transformation of our society is impacting our life in unparalleled ways. I'd like to have a few words about the new gen also. You know, it's Gen Alpha and Gen C. Population in the world is around 4 billion. The force generated by the new gen is huge, and the future of the world will be saved by them. In Sri Lanka, Gen Z population is 3.5 million, just entering the workforce. And Gen Alpha, nearly 4 million, 4.2 million are now in schools. This both Gen Alpha and Gen C will outperform adults in the country in terms of technology, integrity, and the knowledge and skills in the years to come. New Gen has started challenging all of us being adults. As you know, the outbound mobility is increasing fast in the field of higher education. In 2018, the British Council predicted that outbound mobility from Sri Lanka would exceed 32,000. We have seen the number has already exceeded. And we are losing more than $1 billion US those who are leaving from our country to have their higher education in other countries. However, future universities are promising and exciting. Many foreign universities are in the process of investing here in Sri Lanka, and we are also in the same process. Education itself must be transformed. Finally, I would like to highlight a few areas for your thoughts. Teaching and learning system to be integrated with new learning technologies and virtual platforms to enhance the real educational experience for our learners. This is a big challenge for teachers. Teachers will have to learn things faster than learners. Otherwise, teachers will lose their jobs, and unschooling is possible because there are lots of platforms are coming up for our learners to learn things. Real freedom of education is guaranteed through blended learning and flexible learning platforms with a variety of choices to meet the diverse needs of the industries and the future learners. No much interest in examination, but in assessment. Lecturers will visit universities and learners will visit universities to face the assessment and get certified themselves for their skill set. And they have already gained through the self-learning. So self-learning and peer learning is possible using different platforms. Lifelong learning opportunities are provided by universities in the process of upskilling and reskilling. Universities will force and have different challenges, and global opportunities are growing up. So So global opportunities are coming immensely in the field of higher education. Universities will foster global collaboration and partnership in increasing opportunity globally. So finally, new social contract for education is a must. One that aims to rebuild our relationship with each other and with the planet and with technology. Thank you very much.